Today, we'll be discussing and reviewing
I haven't seen any other reviews, but I have been told that a lot of critics don't like the movie. I don't know what their issues are exactly. Obviously, they didn't include everything in this movie, especially with the Jackson family being involved in producing. They're not going to want to show everything.
feels like the Jackson estate, they wanted a good way to sell more Michael stuff so they make more money. That's kind of the issue that a lot of people have with biopics. It's very commercial. Why does it feel like there's supposed to be more, right? There are reasons for that, and I'll get into that later. The film was originally supposed to open and close with the John Chandler case.
I didn't think the movie that was produced by the Jackson estate would ever address any of those accusations. So the fact that they did is crazy.
Hey, baby, you like and subscribe yet? Yeah.
Cinema Rolls Podcast.
Welcome to the Cinema Rolls Podcast. I'm Josh. That's my brother Eric over there. We are the Cinema Rolls Podcast, a podcast dedicated to watching and studying film. Today, we'll be discussing and reviewing Michael. It came out this year, 2026. It's rated PG-13, has a runtime of 2 hours and 7 minutes, and it's directed by Antione Fuqua, and it's written by John Logan, stars Jaafar Jackson, Nia Long, and Colman Domingo. Do you want to go ahead and tell them what this movie's about, brother?
Yes, it's about Michael Jackson, obviously.
Yes.
But to be more specific, it's about the start of the Jackson 5 and him leaving Ben and going off on his own and wanting to mostly get away from the control of his father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And how did you like this movie? Did you like this movie? You didn't like this movie? What do you think about it?
I liked this movie.
Okay.
I thought it was good. I thought it was fun. Obviously, love the music. Big fan of Michael Jackson. I haven't seen any other reviews, but I have been told that a lot of critics don't like the movie. I don't know what their issues are exactly. Obviously, they didn't include everything in this movie. It doesn't go through his whole life. I think that's going to happen, especially with the Jackson family, or I think a majority of them being involved in producing. They're not going to want to show everything. They are going to basically, like his daughter Paris said, is going to give you like the sugar-coated version. With that being said, if you're a fan of Michael Jackson, I think you'll like this movie. One, because obviously we like the music. I think his nephew Jafar did a good job portraying him, and yeah, they crammed a lot into the movie. Just starts out with him being young, then forming the band, and then him all the way through the Thriller album, and then going on tour with his brothers for one last time. So there was a lot to cover. So I think overall, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. It was cool to see those iconic moments on the big screen. I saw it in IMAX. And it was really cool and very loud. It was awesome.
Cool.
What do you think?
I did not like this movie. It's it's sad because I love Michael Jackson. Love
Mhm.
Michael Jackson. Grew up on Michael Jackson. Grew up trying to do all of his moves. You know, it's kind of like why I even got into dancing for a little
Mhm.
bit. Was just trying to copy Michael Jackson. Love him. And I think he's innocent. So, um, uh, just want to put that out there. You know, I'm one of those fans. You know, um,
I want to believe that he's innocent.
yeah,
I don't think he's guilty, but I'm not 100% sold that he is either way.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. If there was some solid like damning evidence, that I was like, okay, you know what, I wouldn't be like one of those people that are like, no, it's a conspiracy or something. You know, I'd be like, okay, I was wrong. But
Yeah.
like right now, I think he was innocent. That's beside the point. That's not what
Mhm.
back to my review. The reason I didn't like this movie though is it lacks substance. It
Hmm.
I wanted to watch a movie, and I feel like I was watching a slideshow presentation of Michael Jackson's life, and there was like
Yeah.
there's like no real story other than it's Michael Jackson, and uh,
Mhm.
you don't even really get to see a lot of the abuse that he has from his father. And so it completely relies on the fans already knowing Michael Jackson's lore. Like if you showed this to someone who
Mhm.
doesn't really know Michael Jackson, they're gonna be like, "Cool, I could have watched all this shit on YouTube." You know what I mean? I could have just watched all of his music videos and all these iconic moments on YouTube of him actually doing
Mhm.
it. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, it depicts Michael as like this holy saint, right? And look,
Mhm.
I hope he was a holy saint, which is why I think he's innocent. But he was human and he was flawed, and there
Yeah.
you it's hard to have a movie without conflict, and the only real conflict there was with his father, and you don't even really see it. You just kind of know it. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's very, very like um I don't know. It's very surface level, lacks depth, I think. And
Mhm.
um yeah, and when it ended, I didn't feel like it didn't feel like an ending because
Yeah.
it's just jumping from one part of his life to the next part of his life to the next part of his life to the next part of life over. That's it. And it's like I was like, "Wait, where's the climax? Where's the resolution? What's like why does it feel like there's supposed to be more, right?" And there are reasons for that, and I'll get into that later during the fun facts
Mhm.
portion. But yeah, it really just feels like it's the Jackson estate, the ones that like pretty much got this movie made and co-produced it.
Mhm.
They just wanted a good way to sell more Michael stuff, so they make more money.
Mhm.
And that's kind of the issue that a lot of people have with biopics. It's very commercial. It's just there to sell more albums of the people that made that music, and on top of that, it's very formulaic. It always tries to fit someone's entire life and someone's entire career within like 2 hours, and that's like damn near impossible. And so they just take snippets of their life, and then they it and then the whole thing kind of revolves around how transformative they can make the main actor, like turn the main actor into this iconic musician, right? That's always the biggest thing, right? Like when homeboy with the what's the name with the big eyeballs did Freddie Mercury, Remy Malek,
Uh, yeah,
right?
Rami
When
Malek.
Remy Malek did Freddie Mercury, everybody was like flabbergasted. I mean, he did great. I'm not saying he did bad, but it's that's like kind of like the whole. That's like the big thing when it comes to biopics, right? Everybody kind of focuses around that. And Jafar Jackson, I will say, did really, really good. Even though I don't like this movie, and it was very commercial, and I felt like an advertisement, I felt like I could have watched it all on YouTube, and it felt like a slideshow. It felt like someone took a bunch of documentary reenactments and just put them all together, and then just left out all the good information from the documentary. So that's if beside all that, the one thing you can take away from this movie is that Jafar Jackson kills it, yo. He turns into his uncle, yo. And it's kind of scary at times. Um, but yeah, about the only thing I like about this movie. Um, yeah, and it sucks because yeah, I love Michael Jackson. Yeah. Anyway, that's how I felt about it. You want to get into ratings?
Ratings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, what would you rate this film?
Mm, I think I'll give it a 7.5.
Wow.
The acting's good. The the music's obviously great because it's Michael. Um, um, it is a commercial. It is basically like a show. They're showing you best parts of his life or up to a certain point in his life. And if you're a Michael fan, that's what you want to see. That's what you get. So surface level, like you said, but it does lack substance. Leaves you wanting more. I would have loved to have seen more of a relationship between him and his brothers. You don't really see anything like that. He has like one scene with the one sister that's in the movie. Um, so I would have liked to have seen more of the relationship he had with different members of his family,
Yeah.
as opposed to just like now this happened and then this happened and this happened.
Yeah.
Um, so for that I give it a lower score, um, but it was still very well made and enjoyable. Like all the music. So
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give this a 5, and I think I'm being nice. I'm. Uh, it's as a movie, it's bad. And it's not bad like Who's Bad because the Bad album's great. It's bad like it sucks. You know, I uh I th- I love Michael Jackson, and then the music really carries this film, and it relies on you being a fan, and if you're the type of fan that just likes Michael Jackson and you don't give a fuck about movies, you're gonna like this movie, right? Like that's the kind of movie that they made for. They made it for people that just like his music, and they left out all the movie making shit. This isn't. They're like, we're not gonna make a movie. We're gonna make a long uh music video that feels like it was like cut and pasted with all his music, you know.
yeah,
Um so yeah, because it doesn't feel like it's an actual like movie and just feels like I said, like a bunch of reenactments. I'm giving it a lower score, but it was really cool to see his iconic moments brought to life on the big screen. It was really cool to see Jafar Jackson transform into him. It was really cool to see some of the other things that Michael Jackson fans would notice, like Bubbles and like him loving animals and his love for Peter Pan. Um, all these things that we as fans know about him. Um, it was really cool to see that, but it really did just feel like I was being placated to as a fan, so I could do the Leonardo
mhm,
DiCaprio meme and just point at the screen and then dance along with the songs, you know. Uh,
yeah.
and yeah, it feels like I remember I saw this article a while back about Netflix looking for background movies, or like I forget. I think that's what they called it. They called
Oh
it some.
yeah, yeah.
They might have used some different terminology, but it was pretty much just like movies that you could put on in the background while you look at your phone. And I think this is one of those movies. This is definitely one of those movies.
Yeah.
But yeah. You wanna get into some fun facts?
Let's get into it.
You just got out of the theater pretty much, so huh? So you didn't really have any time to look anything up.
Not a whole lot. I watched a few interviews right now while I was waiting, but
Uh huh.
didn't gather a lot of information.
Okay. I got some good stuff. I think. Uh,
Okay.
I got some stuff on some drama, and then I got
Hmm.
some stuff on some fun stuff about Jafar Jackson. So I didn't want it to
Okay.
all be doom and gloom.
Well,
So all right. So the first thing I got was the film was originally supposed to open and close with the John Chandler case. John Chandler is
oh,
the first kid that accused Michael of
hmm.
abuse in 1993. Part of that settlement included a clause that said they could never depict Chandler or his family in a film or like a dramatization. And the writer and director did not know this, and they made this whole film kind of revolving around that. And yeah, they found out later I think through some like I think they want to say like an Esquire magazine or something, like they read about it and they're like, yo, what the fuck? And they went to the Jackson estate and they're like, oh, they like looked over and they're like, yeah, we can't do this. So so they had to this caused them to rewrite most of the third act and push back the release date and then call everyone back for 22 days of reshooting, and it cost them $50 million on top of the 150 they had already spent to make what they made.
And so they had already shot Uh, ending,
They shot
the original
everything. They
ending.
made the whole movie pretty much, and then they had to come back and like redo it.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
So that's
I
probably
didn't think the movie that was produced by the Jackson estate would ever address any of those accusations. So, but that they did is crazy.
well. Here's the thing. There's
Yeah.
still some ongoing cases.
Hmm.
The what's that one documentary came out? Escape
Uh,
Neverland, something.
Leaving Neverland.
Leaving Neverland, right? I think they're like making a whole like documentary trilogy, and it's still like an ongoing case. So they put this movie out while all that's going on. And the way they depict Michael and the Jackson family and everything. My theory is they were gonna just always put Michael in a good light, even while
Hmm.
showing that case, to kind of fight against some of those allegations, and kind of use the Michael Jackson movie as like Michael Jackson propaganda to like get people back on Michael's side, kind of thing.
Yeah, I was thinking when I saw the movie, all the scenes with him interacting with kids and going to hospitals and being, the guy towards children was going to be what they would like use to be like, look, he's a nice guy. He's
Yeah,
there to help the kids.
yeah.
You know?
It's so funny. I was telling Natalie when he came out, I was like, it feels like Michael Jackson propaganda. And like as we're walking out, I hear these two kids. These are like, and it's funny. Like it's like these two college kids, right? They're probably like 20 years old, and you could tell they're like trying to get into film and stuff. And so they're like kind of like having that film discussion after the movie theater, after the movie experience. And I hear one of the kids go, "I didn't realize he was so nice," and I was like, "See, the propaganda worked, bro. Like, it fucking worked." Um, but yeah, I just thought that was funny. The next thing I have on here
Yeah.
is Paris Jackson, which you kind of talked about this a little bit already, Eric. His daughter
Mhm.
spoke out against the film and said it was full of inaccuracies and called it a Hollywood fantasy land made for a like niche part of Michael Jackson's fandom. And
Mhm.
she's currently in a legal battle against the Michael Jackson estate run by John Branca and John McClane for mishandling funds. And John Branca
Wow.
is the guy that Miles Teller plays in the movie. John Branca is also a co-producer of this film, and he casted
Mhm.
himself as Miles Teller, the only, I think, the only A-list actor in this film, um, which Paris was saying that he was kind of using his position to make himself seem more important in the Michael Jackson story, being that he like pretty much co-owns the estate. Um, I feel like this film is really kind of meant um, to benefit him. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. uh, and Janet Jackson has been really supportive of Paris, and she opted out of any involvement in this film, which explains why she wasn't in it.
Yeah.
Supposedly, there was an argument between her and Jermaine Jackson about some of the
Mhm.
stuff in the film, and uh, yeah, but apparently some other people from the Jackson family came out and said that that was all lies. So I'll let you guys decide what you want to believe. And now we'll go on to some fun facts about Jaafar Jackson because that was all like the beef. There's some controversy with this film, and Michael Jackson's a controversial person, so it makes sense.
Mhm.
So Jafar Jackson, Graham King got the rights to make the Michael Jackson film. He's also the producer of Bohemian Rhapsody, and Jafar Jackson heard about this and was curious about who was going to play Michael. At the time, he didn't think it was going to be himself. A couple months later, he got a call from Graham King. They met, had lunch. King asked him if he ever wanted to act and offered him a coach. And Jafar said he'll think about it. And then he didn't hear back from him for some time. He then sent a voice note of himself speaking and singing as Michael. And King called him back immediately and was like, "I'm gonna get you a coach." And so he got him a coach, and then he trained for a year with an acting coach by the name of Angela Gibbs. And about a year and a half in, after year and a half in of training with acting, he started training with Rich and Tone. I guess Rich and Tone were choreographers that were on the history tour with Michael. So for 2 years, he was learning to act, talk, and move like Michael. And at this point, he still didn't have the part for sure. They at 2 years
Mhm.
at that point, they actually put out a worldwide casting call for Michael Jackson. Um, so he at that point he hadn't got the role. But Jafar said that when he heard that, he started training double the hours that he was normally training, just to really make sure he gets the fucking part. Um, and then he said the most helpful part of his transformation was having access to Michael's personal journal. And he said he was able to kind of learn what Michael was feeling during certain parts of his life, and what his goals were and what his ambitions were, and how he really wanted to like change the world with his music, and he had a lot of things he wanted to do.
Mhm.
And then his first scene that he had to do was the Bad Tour. So that was his first time acting, playing his very very iconic uncle. First scene he had to do was the Bad Tour. A lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Then the last one I have on here is that Catherine Jackson, Michael's mom, praised Jafar for how well he played Michael, and Jafar said that meant the world to him.
Yeah. Yeah. That's sweet.
Yeah,
Did like her in the movie.
yeah, yeah. She stuck up for her son. That's funny. Because here, I know in Colorado, there's not like a big black population over there, but over here in Orlando, there is. And so when I was in the movie theater, it was like some white people, some Hispanic people, but mostly black people, right? And every time, Catherine Jackson would stick up to Joseph, uh, they'd be like, "Come on, mama, come on, mama."
Man, you got the full experience.
Hell yeah! And then
I need to go see some movies in Orlando.
hell yeah, that's the best way, yo. And then when when Michael fired his dad, and
Mhm.
Bronca faxed him, right? The lady next to
Yeah.
me was like, "Damn, through a fax." It like killed me, yo. It took me out of the whole movie. I was dying.
I saw it in very white Highlands Ranch, Colorado.
Was it packed?
Theater was not full.
My theater was packed, yo.
Mine was not, and it was mostly white people. I was in that.
No one was dancing, huh?
No one was dancing.
Dang. I was in my seat like this, yo.
Yeah. Yeah, I was tapping my feet. I was like Michael in the recording booth.
Yeah, that part was cute. Oh, I meant to ask you.
Yeah.
We got there like a little late. I guess they didn't have trailers for like early screening. So we thought there was gonna be trailers, and then there weren't any trailers. And when I sat down, the
Oh,
lady next to me was like, "You already missed like 10 minutes." And I was like, "What the fuck?" So, do you mind telling me what happened within the first 10 minutes? Because I missed it.
where did you come in? Do you
I
remember?
came in when he's on stage singing with his brothers, and then
Okay.
somebody off to the side was like, "He's got something special" or something like that. Yeah, he could do a lot with that voice or something like
Oh
that. I
yeah.
forget.
You did miss probably about 10 minutes, but not a whole lot. You missed his dad's being like, "We're going to start a band," and then they start practicing, and then they
Okay.
go and he go gigs. Did you see him get whipped at one time?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, that happened at the very beginning. Like Michael, uh, told his dad, "It's like I'm going to bed because they're tired," and he's like, "No, you guys are going to practice." And, uh, and then he whipped him because Michael wanted to go to bed.
Oh, okay.
Um,
See, from
yeah,
my
but
point
that's
of view,
that's the
I
only
didn't see
time
any
you
abuse.
actually
So I was
see.
like,
Yeah, that's the only time you actually see it. Other than that, it's only implied.
yeah, interesting. think I missed a good part. I think I missed a crucial moment.
Yeah.
All right, you want to go ahead and move into recommendations?
Yes.
Cool. What do
So
you got, brother?
the first one I got, you just mentioned. It's I guess it's produced by the same guy, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Nice.
I think it's a good music biopic. I know there was a little bit of controversy over the movie being made. First with Sacha Baron Cohen was originally going to play Freddie Mercury, and um, he wanted the movie to be more about Freddie and not the band, and the band was like, no, it's really about like Queen, not about Freddie. So he ended up dropping out, um, and then there was a whole issue with the director and Me Too movement and stuff. Yeah, but
Mm.
movie was eventually made and like finished, and Remy Malek did a great job. But yeah, I think that's a good biopic. Um, and then also, Mike Myers is in both of them, playing similar roles in both of them as a producer.
Yeah.
And then my next pick would be Elvis.
Nice.
That's Austin Butler.
Yeah.
I think that's a good one, and also similar. Um, Elvis dealing with his manager who like would have let him go overseas.
Right.
Similar to Michael wanting to get out of control from his father. So
True.
there's
Yeah.
that. And then I would also say my favorite uh, music biopic, La Bamba, because
Nice.
it's great.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah. And then the fourth one I would recommend is the one that you said you were thinking about putting on. So I figured I'll put it as my last one. We could both talk about it.
Okay.
And it's Moonwalker.
Yep. That's my first one I have on here. Moonwalker.
Yeah. Grew up loving this movie. I found this movie, I said the VHS, in the closet once. It was just in the closet in like this old grocery bag with a bunch of random stuff. Um, and after I found that, like I would not stop watching it.
Mm.
I watched it constantly.
Yeah.
I just thought it was so interesting. And like just to be introduced to like all of his like music like through that because they play so much
Yeah, they
of
do.
like his hits at the beginning, like little snippets of the different music videos. So like I knew like iconic moments and the ones that they put in this movie because of the Moonwalker
Right.
movie.
Yeah.
And then my favorite music video is Smooth Criminal. I have a
Mhm.
T-shirt on.
Hey.
Yeah, and it's from that movie. So
Yeah.
yeah, real good.
Yeah.
Weird,
Yeah.
but good.
I agree. We used to play this movie on repeat when we were younger, and yeah, I think it's one of the movies I like. One of the first movies I remember actually like watching. I think um, this and Lion King. This one and Lion King. I think these are like the two movies the very first movies I remember watching, and actually have a memory of us playing it in our room on that little TV before
Mhm.
bed. We were going to sleep.
Goodness.
Uh, yeah, but it's a trip, and I was kind of rewatching some of it today at work, and I had forgotten a lot of it. To be quite honest, I didn't realize how much I had forgotten, especially the beginning part where like the claymation people, and I was like, as soon as it happened, I was like, oh my god, this part used to freak me the fuck out, bro.
Yeah,
Because that one claymated guy was like,
that
it's
kid.
no, well the tour people are on the tour.
Yeah,
Is it? I don't know if it's a kid, but if it's supposed to be an adult, but it's like a claymated character, and he's like, "It's and she's like, the old lady's like, whatever, right?" And he's like, "It's Michael Jackson." They start freaking the fuck out.
It's-
Their eyeballs get super like their eye holes, like eye sockets
Yeah.
get big, but their eyeballs stay the same size. So it's just like this black, black void
Yeah.
around the. Oh my god, it's so scary, bro.
it's so creepy.
It's so. But I did like the part where Michael Jackson does like some dance moves with the claymated bunny, and then
Yeah.
and I always thought it was weird that the canyon turned into the bunny face. I was like, what's happening right now?
Yeah, I
Um,
don't. A lot of it doesn't make any sense.
yeah, yeah. But as soon as it gets to like the smooth criminal part, it becomes super cinematic, bro.
Hmm.
Like even the events like leading up to the smooth criminal video, it's like it starts setting a whole story. Like Michael Jackson saw some shit he wasn't supposed to. Now they after his ass, and
Yeah.
super cool movie. This
I
would be a good
think
one.
we should review that movie.
Yeah, this would be a good one. This would also be a good movie to watch on acid. If you if you are
Oh, I
acid
bet.
taker, acid or shroom taker, this would be a good one.
Yeah.
The next movie I have on here is something I actually haven't seen. It's not really a movie. It's more like kind of like I guess it's like a movie, but not really a movie. It's a short film. It's called Michael Jackson's Ghosts, and it's directed by
Ghost.
Stan Winston. Yeah, it's like a like a Michael Jackson horror short film. I don't remember much of it. I remember Michael Jackson like like dancing with zombies and ghosts and shit, and that's about it. Yeah. So I'd like to give that a rewatch just because it looks interesting. And this one I haven't seen, but it's called Captain EO. It's another short.
Captain EO.
Yeah.
Disney. Yeah, I watched that at Disneyland.
Oh yeah. It
Yeah.
has like these like little puppet characters in it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
I don't think you did. I think we went with you when you were. I don't think
I
the
think I was
Michael
2.
Jackson thing was there anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then by the time you went to uh, Orlando to Disney World, they had a different show there. So
Oh, okay.
the Home Alone thing that we did at Epcot, then that's where Captain EO used to be.
Okay. Yo,
Yeah,
so,
which
so,
wait, what movie did I say? It's Honey I Shrunk the Kids. It was the attraction.
right.
Yeah, and that's what that was there, but that's not there anymore either. But
I want to check it out though. 'Cause it's directed by Francis Ford Coppola,
yeah,
and it's
you should check
it's
it out.
written by George Lucas and Francis Ford Coppola.
I think it's on YouTube. I think they have a version on YouTube.
I have to watch that. That's crazy, yo.
Yeah.
The next thing I have on here is This Is It.
Oh, yeah.
This was a documentary that came out in 2009 about Michael Jackson's kind of last tour that he was going to do.
Mhm.
And yeah, I have a poster for this movie actually. So if you're a Michael Jackson fan, you haven't seen this, I don't know what you're doing. Go check it out. It was
Yeah.
it was like the last thing he did before he passed, really. So
Mhm. Yeah, directed by the same guy who directed High School Musical.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Kenny Ortega?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I didn't know that. That's cool. The next one I have on here is I think probably my favorite biopic. It's Walk the Line. And
It's a good one. I was going to put that on there.
yeah, and I think this one's good because it really does show like this one and Ray. They do a really good job of showing.
Oh,
like,
Ray is so good.
Ray is really good. They do a really good job of showing all the trauma and all the things that really pushed them into becoming the iconic people that they eventually became.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's all I got.
Cool. I'll save that for later. Final
Okay.
thoughts. Yes.
Don't forget though. It looked like it was a good one.
Yeah, it is. I'll remember.
Okay. All right. You want to move on to the bucket pool?
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right. Last week we reached into that big head of Galactus and we pulled out the Goonies. The Goonies, not the Gooners. And it was made in 1985. It's rated PG, has a runtime of 1 hour and 54 minutes, and is directed by Richard Donner. And it's written by Chris Columbus and Steven Spielberg. And it stars Sean Astin? Sean Astin or Sean Austin?
On Astin.
Sean Astin, Josh Brolin, and Jeff Cohen. This was your first time watching it, yeah?
My first time.
What did you think?
First time gooning.
No, that's always we don't say that. We don't say it like that. uh, what did you think of it though?
No, I liked it. It was a really good movie. It was a lot of fun. Um, and yeah, I liked the characters. I liked Data was my favorite
Data's
character.
my
I
favorite
thought he
character
was
too.
cool.
He's awesome.
uh, and then the same day I watched it was when Thompson came over. First time we hung out in a while. And he decided to run like D&D one shot, just right off, like, just strictly like spur of the moment kind of thing. So he asked us what was the last movie we watched. So I was like, I just watched Goonies. So he made a D&D like uh, one shot based on Goonies.
Wow, that's
That was a lot
creative.
of fun. Yeah. Um, yeah. So yeah, I watched the movie, then I kind of lived the movie through like role play right
Nice.
after.
That's pretty
Uh,
cool.
no, it's a good movie. It was a lot of fun, and I sad that it took me this long to watch it. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Right on.
and I know you love the movie, but what do you think?
Oh yeah, I love this movie. It's a comfort film for me. I watch it probably every year. So, um, I think I had been waiting to watch it again, to watch it with my kid, and she came over the weekend. We pulled this movie, so I was like, "Oh, bet I could get my kiddo to watch this." And she was just kept getting hit up by all her cousins to go play video games, and so that's all she wanted to do. And then I didn't watch it with her. So, but I did watch it with Natalie, and Natalie really liked it. She had seen it before, but it had been a while for her. So it was a good rewatch for her. This movie is so iconic, and it's so well made, and it's just I feel like we'll just never get anything like it ever again. It's so adventurous and so fun and
Mhm.
funny. It's like joke after joke after joke, and all the characters seem like characters. Like they're like they
Yeah,
are their own person. And the child actors are great. They embody those characters so well that it
yeah,
feels like they're like an actual group of kids that you wanna go hang out with, that you wanna be a part of. You wanna be a gooner too, you know what I mean? But but like it's you just I feel like you don't see that anymore, and it's even in kids' movies and stuff. Like, I feel like a lot of the kids, they kinda feel pretty similar, you know? Um, but in this movie,
yeah,
they're also different, and,
yeah,
it they're so well made that it makes you want to know more about them, like, even prior
yeah,
to them going on this adventure. Like, they seem like they've probably been on a couple other adventures together before too, you know what I mean?
yeah,
You're like, "I wanna see what those were about," you know? Um, yeah, so
yeah.
super cool, and Data's amazing. I love Data, and
Yeah.
all his little inventions and his, cute little accent, and, he's adorable in this movie.
Oscar winner as well.
Yeah, and he made me cry with his Oscar-winning speech.
Yeah.
Like, I can't watch that speech without crying. Every time I watch it, I cry. Do you have a favorite part from it?
Favorite part. Um, I don't know. It's hard to say. There's just so many things that happen in that movie. Um, I think one of my favorite parts though was you know how they keep cutting to like that douchey guy that was hitting on Josh Brolin's girl.
Yeah.
Um, I liked when he throws the coin in the well. And he's like wishing that he's gonna like sleep with her, and then the coin just comes
Throws
right
back
back
up.
up.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know if I have a favorite part, but, I do like towards the end where they're kind of getting closer to the treasure, and, they all split up to go to the bathroom, and, and the main character, what's his name? Um What's the name in the movie? Mikey, right? Mikey goes to
yeah,
check on one of the girls because she's like crying about some shit, and Josh Brolin's character
yeah,
is like, "Go check that out for me," right? And he ends up like kissing her because she thinks he's Josh Brolin. That part's awesome. And then right before they go, I think it's right before they go into play the piano thing, and you see like the skull shaped into the
Oh.
cave. Super cool. And it's all lit up by the lantern. Super cool.
Oh.
Super cool. I'm convinced all the best kids movies have a really cool slide scene in it.
Yeah. That was the slide scene. I was like, why haven't they made this a ride
I know.
at like any theme park?
I know.
Universal, especially, like, do it.
Like they could even just have one section of the water park be Goonies themed.
Yeah.
The
Right?
plague thing could be a pirate ship. They could have a slide that goes into the fucking dude. That would kill, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love this fucking movie. I can watch it anytime, really. You can put it on at any time and I'd watch it. Oh, I really like the part where they have to Corey Feldman mouth. He has to show the cleaning lady around. He has to translate for her, and he's
Yeah.
just like saying a bunch of crazy shit. Like he's like, always separate the drugs, you know.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my god, what kind of house is this? But all right. Do you have anything else for the Goonies? How'd you like Joey Pants?
Joey Pants? Yeah, he's pretty young.
Yeah,
I saw
very
his name
young
pop
too.
up in the opening credits. So I was like, oh, Joey Pants is in this. Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I almost didn't recognize him at first because of his hair, but it was a toupee.
toupee. Yeah,
Um, yeah. Yeah, no, it was cool to see him. Yeah, good movie. Goonies Never Say Die.
Goonies never say die.
Now I can wear that shirt. I've had a Goonies shirt, red one with like the skull, and it says Goonies Never Say Die. And I never wear it because I've never seen the movie and I don't want people to ask me about it.
Nice. Why do you have it?
Yeah, it was in my loot crate, one of the loot
Oh,
crates
okay,
that I got.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, I also like the part too where what's his name? Not Sloth. The kid that ends up hanging out with Sloth. Chunk, yes. Chunk gets caught, and they're trying to get him to tell him where the rest of the kids went, and they're about to put his hand in the blender. And he's like, "Start from the beginning." He's like, "Okay." He's like, "In first grade, I cheated on my test." And he goes on. He's like, "The worst thing I ever did was I made some fake puke, and I went to a movie theater, and I hung off the balcony, and I made a noise like this." And then I poured it all over everybody, and then everybody started throwing up. That part's so funny. And what's funny too is that this kind of feels like a comedic Stephen King story. Like if Stephen King was into comedy and adventure, like this feels like something he would write, right? Like with all the kids
Yeah.
riding on bikes and whatever. Like it feels like a fun version of Stand By Me, right? And in Stand By Me, the writer character, the kind of character that's supposed to be Stephen King, really, when he grows up, is he tells a story to his friends around the campfire about that guy who's in the eating contest, right? And
Yeah.
he purposely makes himself throw up at the eating contest, and then everybody in the crowd starts throwing up on each other, right? And that's kind of the same story that Chunk tells. And I was like,
Yeah.
that's kind of a weird synchronicity there.
Mhm.
Anyways, I just thought that was interesting. But we can move on.
Yeah. All right.
All right, let's move on to the bucket pool then.
Let's move on. Okay. What will we get this time? Grave of the Fireflies?
Oh man. This movie
What?
is so fucking sad, bro.
Who put it in there?
I didn't put it in there. Is it on the 100 list thing?
I don't know. I don't recognize that title.
Who made us fucking watch this movie?
I don't know.
So this is a Ghibli film by Miyazaki.
Okay.
It takes place during World War II, and it's about a little boy and his younger sister, and it's probably one of the saddest movies you'll ever watch.
Awesome.
I like that one. Yeah, okay. I've watched this movie one time and I was like, I don't think I ever want to watch this again. And now I have to watch it again. So thanks for that. Whoever did that to us.
Sorry.
Appreciate that.
Whoever put this in, thank you. We're gonna cry.
Yeah, I
You
really
owe us some tissues.
really appreciate that. It is a good movie though. It is It's a very good movie. It's one of those movies, kind of like Schindler's List, where it needs to be in existence.
Okay.
But yeah, it is very sad.
All right.
Anyway, let's move on to something a little
Anyway.
less sad. And move on to what we've been watching. What have you been watching, brother?
A lot of the same. I I haven't caught up on Maul, so I haven't watched a new episode for Maul. Um, but I watched The Boys and Invincible and Daredevil. If you watched any of those.
Okay. I did not watch the newest episode of Daredevil. When did that come out? Yesterday? Today?
Yesterday, I think.
Yeah, did not watch that yet. Maul, I'm all cut up on. So that's cool. You said you watched that one, or you didn't watch that one?
I did not watch that one.
Nice.
But-
And Invincible, I'm caught up on.
okay.
But the boys, I don't think I'm caught up on the boys.
Okay.
Let me check real quick. So not caught up on the boys, caught up on Maul, caught up on Invincible, and not caught up on Daredevil.
So the only one we're both caught up on is Invincible.
Yeah.
What did you think of that episode?
It was Invincible's doing great, yo. I'm loving Invincible right
Yeah.
now. Wait, did I not finish the whole episode?
I don't know.
Holy shit! I don't think I finished the whole episode. I think I only watched half of it. I'm looking at my Amazon Prime right now, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I watched Invincible," and then because I remember putting it on, but I'm looking at the episode, and like halfway through, I stopped, I guess. So maybe maybe I didn't finish it. No, yeah, I didn't finish it. I remember up to the part where Invincible thinks he sees Thrag like ripping off his mom's
Yeah.
head. I think that's about where I left off at.
Okay.
But the
So
opening
that
scene was
dang.
really crazy.
Yeah.
Even though it's just kind of in his head.
Mhm. Yeah.
Dang. Well, I gotta finish this episode. Sorry, brother.
Well, you haven't finished the episode, so I'm not gonna ruin anything.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
What do you think is going to happen?
I don't know. I'm really hoping they don't do this thing where I feel like Invincible does this a lot. They push the main story forward and like, oh man, this crazy war's about to happen, and then they go back to Earth and they're like, well, it just subsided for a little bit, so I guess we just have some time to chill. And then they do like little side quest shit. So I'm hoping it doesn't do that again. I want them to continue with the main story, and I'm hoping at the end that the Viltrumites show up.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my guess. But don't tell me if I'm right or wrong.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think I've watched anything else of note or new. So yeah, have you watched anything?
Honestly, the shows I told you about, which I guess was just Maul. I didn't catch up on the rest of them. But there was something in Maul I want to talk about that won't ruin the episode because it's in the very, very beginning. And it was of Maul like kind of practicing with this lightsaber, right?
Okay.
And it's a single lightsaber. It's not like his dual end one, and he's just practicing with it. And I recognized the sword style, right? All the kung fu movies I used to watch. It's the Wudang sword style, which is a mix of wushu and tai chi, and they use it a lot in the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, like that green sword of destiny, like that's Wudang, right? But I thought it was really cool that they chose that sword style for him with the single sword, because his other style with the dual ends, right, is wushu, because Ray Park is a wushu champion. So his whole style is wushu, right? And so I was like, damn, that's good on the whoever was writing Maul and writing the episodes and designing his sword style, because that would be the sword style that he would use if he was a wushu user. That was like his technique.
Awesome.
Yeah, super cool detail. Bro, is there anything coming out that you want to talk about?
The only thing I can think of right now is actually now there's two things. First is Super Troopers 3. They
You
released
making
a
a third
trailer
one?
for that. Yeah.
Nice.
And I think it looks pretty funny. I think it looks funnier than the second one.
All the same guys?
All the same guys, yeah.
Hey, I like them. They're funny.
Yeah, they are funny. Broken Lizard.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks good. I think it looks really funny.
Nice.
Yeah. And the new Jackass movie. Saw John Knoxville do an interview
Nice.
and are saying it's for sure the last one. There's not going to be any more.
I mean, they're getting old, bro. At this point, they're gonna start
They are
breaking
getting
some
old.
serious things that they can't recover from. You know, like
Yeah, like Knoxville has had I don't know how many concussions. So,
yo, I think one of the craziest stunts I've seen Knoxville do is he tried to do a flip off a dirt bike, flip on a dirt bike. So like while he's on a dirt bike, do a flip, but he bailed halfway through. The dirt bike went straight up in the air, came back, landed on his crotch, and then blood started coming out of his. Yeah,
it's crazy.
insane, bro. Crazy white people.
Yeah, I think Steve-O said he started doing that stuff because he didn't want to work the normal job.
It's fair.
He's like, give me to do stupid shit. Like,
It's one way to do it. It's one way to make a living.
yeah, right. I guess so. Not how I want to make a living.
What about that Clayface teaser they put out?
Oh, that looks cool.
I actually didn't watch it. I just watched like the first.
You didn't watch it?
I watched the first 10 seconds of it where he's like laying in bed. And he's like, "Whoa." That's
They
about
don't
it.
show a whole lot. It's just a teaser. But the part it's like towards the end, but he's in tub and like he has his normal face and then he wipes his face and then his face is just gone. It's just like all clay.
Oh man,
Looks cool. Yeah.
nice. I like
Yeah.
Clayface. I think he's like an underrated character.
Yeah.
In the shows, he's always super cool. Like a really like intense guy that Batman has to go up against.
And the Poison Ivy show, he's kind of funny. He's like a Shakespearean actor.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Is that wait? The Poison Ivy has a show, or is that the Harley Quinn one?
Harley Quinn show. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I wasn't like I missed out on something.
I misspoke. It's just Poison Ivy's a
She's like a big
second lead, basically.
yeah, pretty much like a main character of that show. I didn't watch a lot of that show, but from what I watched, it was really funny.
Yeah, I liked it. I didn't finish it. I don't think I watched the last season. It's good.
Nice. Anything else? I think that's it for what's coming out. Right.
I think that's it. I wanted to ask you. I guess this time to ask is what are your thoughts on the whole Doomsday, the Dune 3 and Doomsday coming out the same day, and Disney not wanting to change the date?
Did they pick that day knowing that Dune was coming out that day, or like
I don't know who picked the day first.
okay.
Someone picked it, and then someone else did, and then they're both like, "We're not moving."
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna suck for both of them, because had Doomsday come out, I don't know, a week later or a week before, everyone would go see that, and then the next week they'd all go see Dune, right? But because they're
Yeah.
coming out on the same day, people are, I think it's either gonna be like another what do they call it? Barbenheimer?
Barbenheimer?
It's gonna be like another
Yeah.
Barbenheimer, or it's gonna be like us versus them kind of thing, right? So like I think a lot of the film nerds and like people that really like those like more pretentious film nerd type people are gonna go see Dune 3 and kind of and
Mhm.
probably shit on Doomsday. And then all the more service level Marvel fanatics, right, are all gonna go see Doomsday and maybe not go see Dune 3. I don't know how they feel about it, but
I'm definitely watching
I'm seeing
both. I just
both. So
yeah.
I don't know if I'm seeing both on the same day, but I'm definitely seeing both.
Yeah, I might do one Thursday, one Friday if I have to.
But
Like I would like to see them both the same day.
I will say I do feel bad for Dune more than I do feel bad for Doomsday, just because I feel like more people are going to go to Doomsday than they will go see Dune.
See, I don't know. I mean, obviously Marvel has huge fan base. But
Like it's
Dune
I think
uh,
it's going to be more of a cultural phenomenon. So people like to be part of the cultural phenomenon, so they're going to go see. I think they're going to go see Doomsday.
Dune kind of is too, isn't it? Like those first couple movies like did really well.
I mean, I love the Dune
Um,
movies, but I know a ton of
yeah.
people that are like, eh. And I know a ton of people that are even more pretentious than some of the other pretentious nerd people, film nerd people, and they're like, I like the old one better with David Lynch. You know,
Okay.
it's like,
Okay.
it's like, oh, somebody knows film, I guess. You know,
Yeah, but I know how well Dune movies have done, and I know people are excited for the next one. Marvel has its fan base that's going to go no matter what, but I think it's lost some of that fan base. I think there's a lot of people that now think it's cool to shit on Marvel as opposed to like you know,
but
champion them.
I think a lot of people will
So
also go see it just even if they're not fucking with Marvel anymore. I think a lot of people will go see it just to know what they can shit on about it. You know what I mean?
yeah, that too. But
It's gonna
I
make for
think
great content on the internet, and I think that's why people are gonna go see it.
I think it would be better for someone because obviously they're fighting for that Christmas holiday weekend, and because people aren't going to be working, going to school, and they're with their families, wanting something to do,
Mm.
go see a movie. Um, but I think if one of them pushes up to like around Thanksgiving, take the Thanksgiving weekend, things will be fine. But fighting, and I don't know who's going to come out on top.
I think I think just based off of what the past, like how their movies have done in the past, the Dune movies have done really well, and the Marvel movies have been hit or miss, but they still make a lot of money. Even when they miss, they make a lot of money.
You
Um,
know,
so I just from my predictions, Dune 3 is probably more than likely going to be the better movie, but I think more people will go see Doomsday.
we'll see. Disney's testing out that new format.
Laser disc.
Well,
Uh,
most at least here, most of the projectors are actually laser now, but
yeah,
um, they're doing some new format to compete with Dolby and
that's
IMAX.
right.
So
Is
that's why they're like, we don't care that we're not putting it out in IMAX.
yeah,
You can have all the IMAX screenings. I don't know, Disney.
yeah. It's kind of stupid.
I think it's just going to hurt both of them overall. Like you guys could
Yeah,
have both made so much more money.
I think so. Yeah,
You know?
I agree. All right. You want to move on to final thoughts for little Michael?
And little Michael, yeah,
Isn't that from
um,
The Longest Yard?
yeah,
The big dude, he's like, I love little Michael. Well, he doesn't say it like
yeah.
that. He says like, he's like, I love little Michael. He's like got a big deep voice. But
It's a big dude. Yeah,
what was that thing you were gonna say earlier? And you're like, I'll save it for final thoughts.
yeah. I was trying to think of something else before I said that,
Oh,
but
okay.
no, it's okay. Um, do you remember when Michael passed? Like, do you remember what you
Yeah.
were up to at that time?
Yeah. I want to say I was in school or something. Or I was after school. I was young. Um,
Yeah,
but I remember hearing the news. I don't remember even who I heard it from, but someone told me, and then I had to go like look it up, and then I was like, "Oh shit, this is like real." And I actually got the news before he even died. Like I got because you know how he went to the hospital first.
yeah.
So like I got the news when he like, "Oh, Michael's going to the hospital." Like it doesn't look good, you know. And I was like, "What the fuck?" And so then I was like following the story. And then out of nowhere, they're like, "Yeah, he passed." And I was like, "What the?" I was like, because I think at some point too, they're like, he's good. Like it looks like he's gonna recover. Like, and then I know her like, oh yeah, he passed away. And I was like, wait, what? What's
Yeah,
happening?
yeah. I remember when it happened. I don't remember if it happened on what day exactly. I mean, I'm sure I could look it up. I know which day, but I don't remember what I was doing. Um, but I went to the Jonas Brothers concert, um, and their opener, I want to say it was Jennifer Hudson, and she played PYT, which is one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs.
Mhm.
So I thought that was cool that she played it there. And then literally the next day, I heard the news that he had passed away. I was like, dang,
Damn,
that sucks.
that's crazy.
Like, yeah,
Yeah, that shit was sad.
yeah, it was sad. I was bummed that day.
Yeah, I don't really get like there's some celebrity deaths that I'm like, damn, that sucks. But then I just kind of move on with my
Yeah.
life, right? Michael
Mhm.
Jackson's death was like I was like actually pretty down for like a day or two. I was like, fuck,
Yeah.
that's whack. And
Yeah.
especially knowing too that
Right.
he was like gonna go on like another tour and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It was sad.
yeah, very sad. Do you have a
Um,
do you have a favorite Michael
sad.
Jackson album, Eric?
My favorite Michael Jackson album.
Yeah,
Um, it would probably be Bad. Um,
yeah,
yeah, I don't think I've ever actually had the album and listened to the album. I just
yeah,
know that a lot of my favorite songs are from there.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I always go
uh,
back and forth between Thriller and Bad. They're both
that
so
and
good.
Thriller, yeah, they're both really
They
good.
are fucking banger after banger after banger, like just iconic
Yeah,
songs, you know.
yeah, so good.
Super good.
Um, did you notice that when maybe you missed it? I don't remember where they showed it exactly on the screen, but um, when the Jackson Five put out their hit, um, ABC, I think it was ABC,
Mm-hmm.
they show it like
Re
going
to
to the
the
top of
top
the
charts.
charts,
Yeah.
and it knocked out "Let It Be" by the Beatles.
Yeah. Yep.
That was the number one. I thought that was cool,
Yeah, that's cool.
especially knowing the history between Michael and Paul
Paul
McCartney.
McCartney. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Love the Beatles too. Apparently, they're making a Beatles movie as well.
they're doing 4 of them.
4 Beatles
They're doing a
movies.
movie they're doing the same movie, but from the perspective of each Beatle. So the name of each movie is going to be the name of the Beatles. So
Oh,
there's Paul,
are
Ringo,
they gonna Rashom
John,
on
and
it, where like each perspective is different?
I don't know
That'd be
exactly,
cool.
but it's going to be from that like Beatles perspective.
That'd be cool if they told the story differently for each of them.
Yeah.
Coleman Domingo did good as Joseph Jackson.
Oh yeah.
He was
Yeah.
he was very good. He was like
Yeah.
he was pretty scary.
He was scary. He was menacing.
Hmm.
He was like, I don't want to upset that guy.
Yeah.
Oh. Um, I thought all the moments with Michael and his mom were really sweet.
Hmm.
Um, I like that they showed like him watching all the different like musicals and silent films and
Michael
comedies
Jackson
and stuff.
loved movies,
Yeah,
yo.
he did. Yeah.
He loved movies. He loved cartoons.
Mhm.
I feel like you see all of that in the Moonwalker, actually.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah.
So there's that claymation
Hmm.
and yeah. And then his like fascination with wanting to like stay like a kid. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's why in the Moonwalker movie you have that version of the bad music video where it's all kids.
Yep.
Um,
And then
yeah,
as the kids walking through the smoke, it turns into Michael,
yeah,
like grown up Michael. And I feel like to me, anyways, from an artist perspective, I think that's Michael Jackson's way of saying like what he's like performing when he's making music, he feels like a kid. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's like that's like his playtime. You know what I mean? He's chilling. He's having a
yeah,
great time. You know. And then when he comes back off the stage and like off from like dancing and whatever and singing, he goes back to being an adult again. You know.
yeah,
And I imagine too, he probably relates that to being a kid because he's been singing and dancing since he was a kid. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. And also in that music video, he's like standing up to the bully, which I'm assuming is supposed to be like his dad.
Mm,
Um,
yeah.
um, yeah,
The costume design for the for all the kids, super cool, yo.
yeah,
There's like that one
yeah,
Japanese kid in the background. He has like the Japanese bandana on, and I was
yeah,
like, all these kids look cool as fuck, yo. Like what happened to style, yo? Like nobody has style anymore. And then as soon as the style becomes trendy, everybody copies it. So everybody just looks like a carbon copy of each other. Nobody's unique anymore, man.
yeah. I do like at the end, because he's saying like throughout the film that he's gonna tell his dad like I'm gonna do this. Like I'm gonna be a
Oh
man.
yeah,
Tell him like right in his
right in his
eyes.
eyes, yeah,
You know, but he like never does it. He keeps getting someone else to do it
yeah.
for him. Uh, then at the end, when he like announces it at the
He
concert
like
in front
looks
of
around
everyone,
his fucking eyeballs.
he's looking off stage at his dad, and he's looking right at him. He's like, "This
Yeah,
is
that was
our
cool.
last tour. This is it."
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was cool. Yeah,
yeah.
but it also still felt like passive aggressive though.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Like he could just talk to your dad.
yeah,
I
yeah,
understand your
yeah,
dad's imposing, and you
yeah.
don't want to, but
Right.
it's best that you do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was still pretty cool that they at least kept that one theme throughout it. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, and I thought it was funny because, like I said, they don't really show like him having much of a connection with his brothers. But when he announces that news, it like cuts to each one of them.
Yeah,
Like we
you're like
care
you're
what
like
they
who are
think.
these people? I haven't seen them in the whole movie. Natalie was really sad she didn't see Janet in it. She's like, "Where's
Oh
Janet
yeah,
at?" And I was like, "I don't know." I was like, "Are they like that
she
much?"
don't exist.
I was like, is he like that much older than her? I don't think so. He
No,
is a lot older than her, but I don't think by like to the point where she shouldn't have been in the movie. You know?
no, she just didn't want to be in it.
Yeah.
Um. Oh. So the movie ends and it says his story continues. Are they setting up for a sequel?
So, when I was doing my research for fun facts, they had they originally had the screen time for like 4 hours, something like that, right? And then people were like, "This is too long," and so they're gonna cut it back anyways. But then that was also around the time they found out that they had to take out a lot of the stuff from the third act because it was about that one kid. What's his name?
Allegations.
The allegations. Yeah. So they had to rewrite all that, and then when they rewrote all that, took all that out, they cut the screen time down to 2 hours, and they're like, "We'll just make it into 2 movies." And so, but the studio hasn't greenlit a second movie yet. So if
So they're just putting it out
they're
there.
just putting it out there and hoping that it does well, so they can make a second part.
Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, obviously, there's more to his story because it ends when he's finally free of his father.
Hmm.
But also, his story is over. Unfortunately, he has passed away. So I'm like, what? What are we getting? What's coming next? Where are they hitting at? So,
Yeah, I mean, and you have to have conflict to have a movie, man. Like, if they make
yeah,
a second one, I feel like they have to go into some kind of his allegations, right? And like
yeah. I mean,
his
maybe they can't do that
controversies.
first one, but
Yeah, but
the
the
other
other
two
ones, yeah.
guys, yeah,
Yeah. Also, by the way, I think he's innocent because I think all these people just want money. I think the first kid that accused him, his dad was actually they have like a recording of his dad pretty much talking about like pretty much plotting against Michael and being like,
yeah,
if I go through with this, like I'm gonna be rich, like I'm gonna have a ton of money, blah blah. Like so, like you can like pretty much hear him saying like I'm gonna set up Michael Jackson so I get a bunch of money. Um, and then I think these other people, they saw the payout that he got, and they're like, "Well, I used to hang out with Michael Jackson. Maybe I can get a
yeah.
few $1 million." You know what I mean?
Right.
And so like then he just got targeted. So
Yeah.
um, I think
And I think he was an easy target too because he's so weird and different.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
You know.
And he was always hanging out with kids. But yeah, so I think he's innocent, but that's just me, bro.
Based on everything I've heard and seen, I lean more towards innocent. Again, there's not enough on either side for me to be 100% like
Hmm.
this is what I know.
I watched this YouTube video today, and I forget the guy's name and channel. But I'll send you a link of it so that you can put it up there in the corner so that people could see it. But he did a really good job of covering a lot of the drama that was going on prior to the movie releasing, and he talks a bit about all of that controversy, and he did like a really good job covering it. So y'all should go check him out. His name is Jay Diggs. Jay Diggs
Ray Diggs
on YouTube.
Okay. Cool.
Solid video. And I actually got a little bit of information from my fun facts from his video, so appreciate it, Jay Diggs.
Cool. I'll have to check it out.
Yep. You got anything else for Michael?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, cool. I think that's it for me too.
All right.
Michael Jackson, I love you. May you rest in peace. It's sad that people are still using your name to make money and fight for money, and I wish they would just leave you alone. Leave you
Good song.
alone. Yeah, that's a good one. But all right, that's it for me, everybody. We love you guys. Thanks for watching. Also, I wanted to say thanks for all the support on the Blood In, Blood Out episode and
Oh, yeah,
Blood In,
thanks.
Blood Out content. Y'all have been great for the most part. There's been a few assholes online, but it really be your own people sometimes. You know what I mean? Like
It really be sometimes.
What the fuck, bro? Shit's crazy, dude. People are just like mad for no reason. But that's the internet, so and we're on it.
Yep.
But those of you that were nice, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Continue to like and subscribe and support us and share our videos and share our content and watch our stuff because it's fun and we enjoy it and we appreciate what you guys do. So
Yeah.
that's it. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Love you.
Peace.
Bye.